So at 3 o'clock, there's an announcement about the Bucks in Madison.
Yeah, again, our hope has been for weeks now that we could find a point where we could bring the city of Milwaukee, Milwaukee County, and the state of Wisconsin together, along with the private sector. We know one thing for sure, and that is if we don't do anything, we know the NBA Board of Governors has said that they'll move the Bucks, and that would cost us over the next 20 years, it would cost state taxpayers over at least $419 million in terms of the loss of the base revenue that we get from the NBA players' expected future growth, and the cost of the BMO Harris Bradley Center would be on the taxpayers because of the way the law is. So our goal along has been to find a way that protects our financial interests as state taxpayers, to cap the state's involvement, to cap the taxpayers' involvement, and ultimately do so in a way that not only provides a new arena and new value to Milwaukee, but provides a greater return on the dollar for state taxpayers. And that's what we'll be talking about hopefully later today if everything works out.
Are you comfortable with the Bucks deal being taken out of the budget and dealt with separately?
From our standpoint, we can deal with it either way. I had a lengthy meetings yesterday with the Senate Majority Leader and the Speaker of the Assembly about this, and you can imagine a multitude of other issues regarding the budget. And for us, whether it's in the budget or separate piece of legislation, we're confident that we're willing to work with them on what's the best way to work with the legislature on that. But I just think it's imperative. This is an issue where I believe, and I've said it from day one, this is important not just in Milwaukee and the greater Milwaukee area. It's important in Rhinelander and Rice Lake and Green Bay and Marinette, places all across the state, because it's not like any other situation. We've already been told before we even went into this process that the Bucks are gone if nothing's happening by 2017. If that happens, we lose both the base level of revenue that we get currently from NBA players. We lose on top of that projected levels of increase, very conservative estimates. And you add those things together along with the cost of the Bradley Center, and you've got over $400 million in cost and lost revenue to the taxpayers of this state. So our goal has been to protect that interest, to make sure we have a plan where the taxpayers in this state will get more than $1 for any dollar that's put in. And I think the plan will be prepared to announce later. We'll do just that. It's ultimately cheaper to keep them than it is to see them go elsewhere.